So you've just taken a trial of Zahara and you want to create a purchase order. The first thing I ask you to do is go to suppliers and just make sure that you've got one supplier created. You can do that by just clicking on new supplier and quickly running through and entering some basic information. Continue. So you've got some bare bones of a supplier. The next thing you want to do is go to coding. We just need to make sure you've got one tax code, a nominal code, one of each actually. You don't need to worry about cost codes, but again, to create a new tax code is very simple. Just click new tax code, and that can be, VAT at 20%, or it could be a nominal code, 5,000 materials purchase. Just make sure you've created those things, and then really from the create menu you click create purchase order, and you will have this screen here. And it's really simple. We're going to default a few things. So once we've created the tenancy for you, you should have a default, currency. So the first thing you need to do is choose a supplier. So let's go with ADT Foreign Security. The email address will probably be blank unless you created one when you created your supplier. Now you've got your line items. So once you import products against that supplier record, which you can do in the supplier section, you would have a drop-down list of products that you can import. But for now, we're going to do a classic purchase order, some stuff for £300, and nominal code. Now you might just have the one that you just created. This is all come over from Xero, value-added software, cost of sale. My tax rate is defaulted, but you should be able to use the select list and see the tax code that you created a moment ago. If you wanted to carry on and make another line item, you can do that. We're going to click next. This is the delivery address. If your settings are set correctly, the delivery address will be defaulted. Otherwise, you can go back into settings and sort all this thing out. The workflow or approval process. Now you will have one created as part of a trial, so that should be showing. I can go with larger orders, for example, as a workflow that I've got. I can click next. I can say just a test. The comments here are really for an approver, so like a justification. If we wanted to upload documents, we could do, but we're going to click next, and we are going to click raise purchase order. So our purchase order is created. There's the supplier, ADT Foreign Security. There is the approval status. If I go into this, it's out for approval to me, and then it will email the purchase order onto the supplier if it gets that far, which is basically what the workflow is programmed to do. If I wanted to download a PDF of a purchase order, I would click into, and assuming that the approval status was green or no workflow at all, I could do that. So if I go into 1813, from the Documents Actions menu, I can send to supplier. I could invoke the pop-up, so I could send this purchase order off to the supplier, or I could download the purchase order, and I have a PDF of the purchase order that pops up. And again, this is completely customizable, and we can put this and we can edit this in the business settings. So that's a quick video to show you how to generate a purchase order, download it and view it in your PDF reader. Thank you.